Jessica, I saw your post. You finally got divorced. Thanks for giving me Jack. I'm off to our new house.
Oh, so you saw my post.
Yeah. But you really are stupid, huh? I can't believe you would actually tell the world about your embarrassing life.
I didn't really have a choice. Jack and I went to high school together, and we even worked at the same company until we got married. The majority of people who follow me are from high school or my old workplace. And we have a high school reunion next year, so it's better that everyone finds out now. This was the easiest way to tell everyone.
Oh.
And I'm not embarrassed that I got divorced.
You don't have to act tough. You just weren't attractive enough to make your husband want to stay. There's no way you're not embarrassed.
Maybe I would be if it was my fault, but you and Jack are the embarrassing ones.
What?
You may think it's the person who gets cheated on's fault that their spouse cheated on them, but that's just the excuse people give when they're the ones at fault. And it's just embarrassing for you to pretend like what you're saying is true at all. You're just showing everyone how you have no shame.
Whatever. It doesn't matter what you say. Jack is mine now, which means that I'm hotter than you. And this is the truth. So don't be a sore loser.
Think whatever you want. And I'm busy right now with moving, so…
Okay. Bye, loser. Jessica, how is your sad, loser, lonely single life? I bet you're so sad and lonely. I feel so bad for you. And all the while, I'm so happy with Jack.
I'm working right now, so bye.
Wait! I have something really important I need to talk to you about.
What?
You got your alimony and child support, right?
Oh, yeah. My lawyer told me Jack contacted him.
Okay, then make sure you send me that money.
What? Are you telling me to give the money back?
No. It's your child support and alimony payment to me.
What are you talking about?
Well, Jack was supposed to get custody of Theo, but you took it from him.
What are you talking about? I took it from him. There was no way Jack was going to get custody of Theo in the first place.
I was so excited to be Theo's new mommy, but you ruined everything, so pay me. I'm going to get Theo's child support and your alimony.
Are you serious? The alimony is mine, and the child support payments are for Theo.
Fine. I'll say it one more time. You robbed me of the joy of being Theo's mommy. You really hurt me, you know. So you have to pay me for emotional damages.
You're talking such nonsense, I thought you were speaking another language just now.
What?
Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you something important. He probably hasn't told you yet, so I will.
What?
Jack was fired today.
What? Why? He was going to be promoted to an executive. There's no way he would be fired.
Come on, think about it. If he becomes an executive, the company has to trust him to be responsible. But how can he be trustworthy if he betrays his family? And he was going on dates with you when he was supposed to be working. Leaving work at all hours to do God knows what with you. What company would let a guy like that be an executive? No clients would want to work with him. Of course he would be fired.
I can't believe this. Oh, but you'll be giving me your alimony and Theo's child support, right?
What?
We'll live off of that for the time being. We'll be fine. So make sure you send me $2,000 every month.
I have a right to receive alimony, and child support is for Theo, so you can't have it.
But I was supposed to be Theo's mommy.
Supposed to be means just that. You're not actually his mom.
Then give me Theo. Theo would be much more happier with a mommy and a daddy.
You two don't even have jobs. Of course, the financially stable parent would get custody.
But you quit your job and are a stay-at-home mom. How are you, an unemployed single mother, going to raise a child?
I work from home.
From home? Whatever. I bet you barely make any money.
The first 2-3 years was hard, but it's been 8 years. I make $5,000 a month now.
$5,000?
And Theo will be starting first grade next year. So I'll be able to work even more.
I can't believe this!
To get back to what I was saying, Jack paid me child support and alimony in a one-time payment. So I bet Jack almost has no savings left. Actually, I heard he's been taking out loans here and there.
Loans?
He probably easily has over $100,000 in debt.
You're lying. Jessica! It's all your fault! We had to leave our love nest!
Your love nest?
Don't laugh!
Come on, it's funny. It wasn't even your house originally. But you were so happy thinking you were going to be living there.
I didn't know! I didn't know that the lease was in Uncle Terry's name!
We were planning on building our own house someday. But we got divorced before we could.
He told us we need to move out by the end of the month. I can't believe he's kicking his own niece out.
I'm also his niece, but okay.
He likes me better.
He might have, but I applaud Uncle Terry for not giving you any special treatment after what you did.
That's not what I want to talk about right now. We don't have enough money to move to a new place. You need to give me money. Since you're making $5,000 a month, you don't need to take money from me and Jack.
This again. You want money that badly?
Yes.
How much?
Huh? You'll give me money?
I won't give it to you, but I can put you in touch with someone who might help you out. They might even be able to help you find a new place to live.
Really? You know someone that's nice and helpful?
I don't know if I would describe them as nice and helpful.
They sound super nice. They sound much nicer than you.
Okay. I'll give you their number so you can figure out the rest yourself, okay?
Okay. Jessica! What is going on? Hey!
What?
We're in even more debt!
Huh?
I called the person you told me about and they asked me how much I wanted. So I just went for it and said $200,000. They gave me the money, but when I got to the new place they found for us, it was for a live-in job. And the owner of the place told me I need to start working tomorrow and pay him back the $200,000 I borrowed. What is going on?
So it seems like you thought that they would just give you the money?
Huh? But you said they would give it to me.
I never said that. And you signed the IOU, right?
What IOU? That was an IOU?
I'm sure they explained it to you.
I don't remember anything about that.
But you did sign it, right?
Well,
they recorded your conversation when you met with them to sign the IOU. And I've listened to it, but their explanation was very clear and concise.
But...
You told them you understood the agreement and signed the IOU. So it's a binding contract. They let you borrow so much because you're my little sister. So, you better pay them back, no matter how long it takes.
This can't be happening.
The man my sister was talking about was my best friend's father. My best friend was with me when I got those texts from my sister demanding I give her money. And she called her father, which led to this situation. By the way, the $200,000 my sister borrowed, some of it went to pay off the rest of the alimony and child support Jack hadn't owed me. and Jack and Emily spent the rest of it partying. So all they did was end up owing more money and change who they owed the money to. What were they thinking? So, in the end, my horrible sister and ex-husband's future will be spent trying to pay back all the money they owe.
Hey, Amanda! You there? I thought I told you I was going out with my friends today. I can't believe you didn't have breakfast ready. Again! You're in your room, right? It was so quiet this morning I thought you were gone. Saw your keys on the kitchen table.
Sorry, Brian. Actually, I think I have a little fever.
Huh? Seriously? What, did you catch a cold or something?
I really hate to do this to you, but I may need to go to the hospital.
Excuse me? I thought I told you I was going out with friends today. I planned this since last week. I can't just not show up. What's a little fever? Staying in bed just makes it worse. What are you, a kid? It's way obvious that you just want to get out of doing any housework or cook breakfast for me. Sheesh. Just get your ass out of bed and make me breakfast, would you? I don't have much time, for God's sake. I can't believe it. Are you up yet? You're really doing this, huh? Really going to go AWOL on me? All right then. Guess I'm going to have to use a little of my wakey recipe on you. What I need is some ice and a bucket. Fill that up with plenty of water, and then presto! Alrighty, all set. Darn it, no breakfast. Going to have to grab something on the way, I guess. Probably tastes better than anything we got here. Hey, Amanda! Are you still in bed? I don't have time. I'm already late, so I'm off. I dumped some ice water on you to help with that fever of yours. I'm sure that did the trick. Be up and about by the time I get home. You got that? I don't have time for this, so we'll talk later about disciplinary measures.
Hello, Amanda. Are you up and about? You called yesterday morning saying you weren't feeling well. How are you doing now? Any better? If you're still under the weather, I thought I would stop in later. Maybe I could cook you up something or, anything you need.
Ugh. Hey, Mom. Is that you? I'm cold.
Huh? What's the matter? Did you still have a fever? Where the hell is Brian? He should be there by your side at a time like this. Today's his day off, right? Don't tell me he's not there taking care of you. Amanda, are you there?
He is not here.
Excuse me? He's not there? Where the hell is he? He's obviously not working, so are you saying he's out with friends or something? Amanda, are you okay? What's wrong? You're scaring me. Amanda, please answer me. I'm on my way. Hold on. I'll be there in 20 minutes. Brian, where the hell are you? Do you realize your wife is sick? She has a high fever. She's burning up.
Huh? Who? Oh, hey, Mom. What's up? What's all the flap?
Amanda is very sick. One look and it's obvious. What the hell is wrong with you? Where in the name of gods are you, son?
What are you getting all worked up about, Mom? I'm meeting with friends. It's my day off. I can do what I want.
Are you serious, Brian?
Oh, jeez. Don't tell me she's being a pain in the ass to you, too. Oh, boy. Always currying favor with you. You're spoiling her, Mom. You're just too kind to her. Yesterday, she was faking having a fever, just trying to get out of doing house chores. So obvious. She didn't even make me breakfast. Just lying around in bed all morning. She's so darn lazy. I told her I was going out with my friends like a week ago. I don't see why she can't make a little breakfast even with a little fever. At least she should have made some coffee. So useless.
And so, what did you do?
I had no choice but to stop off at a drive-thru and buy burger and fries.
That's not what I'm asking, son. What I'm asking is what you did before you left home. What did you do to Amanda?
What do you mean?
You really should have taken her to the hospital. But no, you couldn't even do that. Did you really dump a bucket of ice-cold water on her? Really? Is that what a normal person does? I can't believe you did that, Brian. Not only that, you threw open the windows to let cold air in. Why do that? Then without second thought, you go off to see your friends. Your wife told you she wasn't feeling well. Why didn't you listen? Why didn't you take her temperature? A hand on her forehead would have told you she was running a fever, for God's sake.
Yeah, well, that's why you have a fever? You cool it down, hence the ice water. Thought it was the best remedy. I opened the window to get her some fresh air.
She needed to get warm, not put into deep freeze, for Pete's sake. You just made her condition worse. I mean, what did you expect? Dump ice-cold water on her in her bed? Throw the windows open? Really? She's not some barnyard dog.
I had to do something. I didn't have time. My friends were waiting and...
Please, I've heard enough.
Come on, Mom. Why are you so pissed?
Well, because Amanda was taken to the hospital by ambulance. She was taken to the ER.
Excuse me? You can't be serious, Mom. Taken away by ambulance for a little fever? What's ER going to do? Give her an aspirin and send her home? Please.
She had a temperature of over 103 degrees Fahrenheit with symptoms of pneumonia, difficulty breathing. When I got there, she was unconscious. I called the ambulance right away. She looked so bad, I thought she wasn't going to make it. But the hospital did what they could, and now she's in stable condition, but still has a fever. I hate to imagine what would have happened if I hadn't arrived in time.
Yeah, well, I was only trying to, just wanted to toughen her up is all. I thought I was doing her a favor. Yeah, I suppose I went a little too far, but it was for her own good.
Excuse me? Have you gone total bat crazy, son?
You know her. She's not working. Just a housewife staying at home all day. So I figured I should...
Please stop. I don't want to hear your lame excuses.
Right. By the way, which hospital is Amanda at?
Sorry, I'm not going to tell you.
Huh? Seriously? Why not?
I was going to, of course. She's your wife, after all. But after hearing you trying to legitimize your despicable behavior, what good would it do to tell you? If you show up at the hospital, you would just make things worse. Once she sees you, her condition would probably deteriorate further. No need for you to come to the hospital. I don't want you dumping ice-cold water on her again.
But Mom, you can't just block me from going.
Oh, yes, I can. And I will not allow you to see her until she gives me permission. Not until then.
Come on, Mom. Be reasonable, would you? Hey, Amanda. I heard you're out of the hospital and back to normal. You went straight to your parents' place, I hear. Well, it's been a month, Amanda. How about coming home pretty soon? What do you say? The place is a mess. Dust everywhere. And the laundry is piling up like crazy. I've been wearing the same shirt for days. And meals? I'm really getting sick of takeout and that drive-through crap. Starting to taste like cardboard. The bath needs cleaning too. Hair and gunk in the train. Yuck!
Wow. That's all you can say after 1 month, huh?
Yeah, well, I know I was partially to blame for what I did to you last month. But it's been a month, for God's sake. How long is this little marital dispute going to last? Right? Let's just forget about it and get back to married life.
You really have no idea, do you?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Divorce. I'm talking about divorce.
Seriously? I'm really not in the mood for dumb jokes. I'm serious here. I'm talking about our future. Divorce? Where'd that even come from?
I'm currently talking to my lawyer about how to proceed.
Did you just say lawyer?
My lawyer will probably get in touch with you in a few days, so just so you know.
Hey, come on, Amanda. Hey, Amanda, pick up! Come on! What's this about compensation? You're demanding money from me? Seriously?
I know where you went that day. You know that day when I had the fever and I was taken to the hospital? I know all about it.
What are you talking about?
It seems you were on a date with your girlfriend, cheating on your wife, it seems. You were so focused on that little date of yours and left me despite my dire condition. Actually, you should thank me. I could have pressed charges for endangering my life. I could have died or been permanently impaired. I discussed the circumstances with my lawyer, and he came up with a reasonable number for the compensation amount. We expect to be paid. Don't go shrinking on your responsibilities.
Hold it 1 second! Who the hell is cheating on you? I have no idea what you're talking about! You have no proof I was cheating on you! Give me a break! Just because you want a divorce doesn't mean you can just make shit up!
Why do you think I hired a lawyer? If I didn't have ample proof, I would not have retained a lawyer. Or didn't you even think that far?
But you can't...
And what's more, while I was at my parents' place, you brought your girlfriend into our home.
Yeah, right. I would never do that.
Oh, really? Your mom saw you.
Huh? My mom?
I was incapacitated, resting at home, so your mom hired a private detective and did some checking herself. Well, all that work paid off, apparently. We got a truckload of evidence. You know, photos, text messages, witness accounts, the works.
Are you serious?
Oh, and we also sent a compensation demand to your partner in crime.
You what?
She's your boss at work, I hear. Nice one. They tell me you two were neglecting work and using the conference room as some kind of lover's nest.
Why do you even know that?
Apparently, some of your work colleagues knew what you guys were up to. Bet you thought you were being sneaky. How embarrassing. I mean, really, Brian, you guys constantly booking meeting rooms and not coming out for hours? Did you really think nobody noticed?
What? You're making this up, right?
You wish. So, that's the situation. Oh, forgot one more.
There's more?
Your partner in this adulterous affair? Her husband will probably be contacting you too. More money, I'm sure.
Come on, no way!
Come to grips with it, Brian. What you did was despicable, and now you're going to pay the consequences for your actions. Simple as that.
This is not happening. We're both finished. We'll be fired over this. What am I going to do? Mom, I know you're there. Pick up. I thought you were on my side. When did you turn against your own son? I was worried about you and found out you're not at home. What the hell is going on?
I'm thinking about selling the place.
Excuse me? Are you serious?
Your dad passed away 10 years ago. Maybe that place is just too big for me to live there alone. I thought I would sell it and buy a small condo by the sea with a nice view, preferably.
A condo? By the sea? Really? What about me? If you're going to sell that house, I need the money to pay off the compensation. Without it, I'm finished. I won't even have a job come the end of the month thanks to you and Amanda.
Sorry? Why do I have to cover for you? That's your problem. I have nothing to do with it.
For one, you're my mother, for God's sake. You can help your son, can't you?
You really think I would give money to a son I plan to cut ties with? To be honest, I don't think of you as my son anymore, after what you did to Amanda.
Cut ties? With your son? Seriously?
I've already arrived at the apartment I'm renting temporarily. Once I get the house sold, I'll look for a nice condo by the sea. Kind of exciting, to be honest.
You already moved out? Tell me where you're at. Give me the address right this second, Mom.
Sorry, no can do. And stop calling me Mom.
Huh? Why not?
I never want to see you again, that's why. Isn't that what cut ties means? I no longer have a son. There, I said it.
But why cut ties? Come on, Mom. We're blood related. You can't just delete that.
I certainly can. Goodbye, former son.
Why? Why you, Mom? I thought I could count on you, Mom! Please!
I asked my mother-in-law if I should really have gone all the way with my ex. She was adamant that I did the right thing, and she had no regrets about cutting ties with her son. As a matter of fact, she said she was happy that she gained a beautiful daughter. As for Brian and his partner in crime, they were both fired from their jobs, and last I heard they moved in with Brian's grandparents. I received the first check from them soon after. Apparently, they both landed jobs somewhere. My mother-in-law's in touch with her folks. They seem to be keeping an eye on them. I never really think of them anymore. Actually, I really don't care what happens to them, as long as they keep paying me. I'm just glad I gained a kind and considerate mother. We meet often for lunch at her beautiful new condo on the beach. Man, what a view!
Hi, Erica. I have something I want to ask you. Can you talk?
Yeah, I have time. Billy is napping. What's up?
Actually, my stuff has been mysteriously disappearing recently, especially my shampoo. The shampoo that was in my shower and the extra I had under the cabinet is gone. They're all gone.
Really? What do you mean they've disappeared? Were you robbed?
You think so too? This is like the third time this has happened. At first, I thought I was imagining things, but today, 4 unopened bottles of shampoo were gone. And I thought something has to be going on.
You mean that shampoo? The shampoo you recommended the other day? The expensive one?
Yeah. My hair and scalp have always been really sensitive, so I can't use regular shampoo that they sell at the drugstore. So I have to special order it. And it's pretty expensive, and it takes a couple of days to be delivered. So I don't know what to do.
Oh, that's awful. But why are you talking to me about it? Do you think I took it?
That's not what I'm saying. I just wanted to ask if you can think of anyone suspicious. I'm asking everyone.
Oh, I see. Someone suspicious. Oh, what about her? The woman who moved here recently into that cheap apartment? The single mom? I think her name is Candace. She's only in her 30s, but she looks like she's 50. I heard she's been arrested before for sneaking into people's apartments, so she's definitely suspicious.
Candace? I heard that she got divorced because of an affair and is paying alimony. Which made her angry, so she broke into her ex-husband's apartment, right? But that's just a rumor. I don't know if it's true, and I've only heard about her. I've never even talked to her, much less invite her over.
But she could have broken in when you weren't home. I mean, she has a record. Maybe it's been happening to other people. They just don't know yet.
Broken in, huh? But even if she broke in when I wasn't home, would she really only take shampoo and other little random things and leave cash? Isn't that weird?
I don't know how a thief thinks. Maybe she thought that you would notice if cash was missing, so she took little random things. I mean, I don't know. But I really think it might be her.
Maybe I should just go to the police.
Huh? The police?
Yeah. They did only take shampoo and other small things, but it's creepy to think someone broke in. And the shampoo is special order, so it amounts to quite a bit of money. I was talking to my husband, and he thinks I should file a police report. Who knows? Maybe they can get some fingerprints.
Are you really going to make it that big of a deal? Are you sure?
Am I sure?
What if some bad rumors start flying around when the police come? People might think you committed a crime or are getting arrested. Your kid might be bullied at school with rumors like that milling around. You really should deal with this yourselves.
You really think so?
Yes. You should first talk to the other moms, and I'll try to help you any way I can.
Okay, I'll do that. Thanks, Erica. 20 minutes later. Hey, James. Are you done with work? About the shampoo thing. I just asked some friends about it.
Okay, and? Was there anyone suspicious?
Well, I guess Erica's the most suspicious. Whenever she comes over, she always goes to the bathroom like 3-4 times. And she never puts her huge purse down. So I think she's pretending to go to the bathroom so she can steal the shampoo. but I can't accuse her without any proof.
Okay, then do you want to go to the police? 7 bottles of shampoo in total have disappeared, right? They're expensive. I think you've lost a couple $100. Even if Erica isn't the one taking them, we should have the police look into it.
I think so too, but if Erica really is a thief and she gets arrested, I feel so bad for her kid.
I guess that's true. I would feel bad if people started calling Billy a thief's son.
So I want to try and deal with this myself. If I can't fix it, I'll go to the police.
Okay. Then if you have an empty bottle of shampoo, will you let me have it? I'm gonna put something special in there and leave it in the storage space. You don't have to worry about it. Just don't use it.
Okay, but what are you planning on doing?
I'm just gonna set a little trap. A trap that might tell us who the thief is if it gets stolen again. I'll tell you the details once I get home. Just leave it to me, okay?
Okay, I trust you. 1 month later.
Hey, Tara! What is happening to my hair?
I knew it. I knew you were the one stealing my shampoo.
What is going on? It's different than usual.
Of course. My husband put hair removal cream in that bottle.
What? Hair removal cream?
My husband uses it for his back. He put it in a shampoo bottle. He said if we did that, we could figure out who the thief was. It was his idea.
That's awful! Why would you do something like that?
Excuse me? Why did you steal my shampoo? I told you I was looking for the thief. But you still stole 3 more bottles, didn't you?
Oh, shut up! It's your fault! Showing off your expensive shampoo like you're rich. I know you look down on me because I can't buy expensive beauty products. I hate that about you, so I took your shampoo. You're rich, right? What does it matter if you're missing 2, 3 bottles of shampoo? But no, you go screaming about a thief, even going so far as to set up a trap.
I wasn't showing it off. I really like it, so I was just recommending it. And just to let you know, I'm not rich. If I could, I would buy something more affordable. But if I use regular shampoo, I get really bad dandruff and split ends. I have no choice but to use something expensive. And it's not about losing 2, 3 bottles. Just not having 1 bottle is really damaging to me.
Whatever. I wish I had that problem. That's why I hate rich people.
I told you I'm not rich. Will you listen to me? Are you stupid?
I'm not stupid. What are you going to do about this? My hair is falling out. I can't go outside looking like this.
I can't do anything about that. You're the one who put hair removal cream on your head. I had nothing to do with it.
It's your fault. You switched shampoo with hair removal cream. My hair is ruined. I'm gonna get you for this. I'm gonna sue you for $100,000.
You shouldn't be so cavalier about this. I just gave a shampoo bottle to my husband, and he put hair removal cream in there so he could use it. How is that a crime? Isn't it your fault for thinking it was regular shampoo and stealing it?
No, it's all your fault. I did nothing wrong.
Do you think you can get whatever you want if you scream and threaten people? If you sincerely apologized, I was going to let this all go. But if you're gonna dig in like this, I have no choice but to go to the police. I'm going to report you.
What? The police? You're going to report me?
Yeah, I'm going to report you. Let's let the courts decide who's in the wrong. You or me. If you're taken into custody, you won't get to see your son for a while. But be strong.
No, wait!
To have your own mother be arrested. Feel bad for your son. Might be cast aside too. I didn't want that to happen, so I tried to do this without involving the police. But if this is how you're going to be, I don't really have a choice. I'm going to the police tomorrow.
Wait, you just wait a second! I mean, please, wait!
What?
Please don't go to the police! My son has nothing to do with this!
I know your son isn't involved, but I can't control what everyone else thinks once you're arrested. It pains me, but it's out of my control.
Wait, I'm sorry. I'll give you back everything I took. I'll pay you back for the stuff I used. I'll go to your house to apologize. So please, don't go to the police.
Do you mean it?
I promise.
Okay. Then, can you come over tomorrow night? When my husband is here? Of course, your husband will be coming too, right? If you don't, you know what I'll do.
Okay, I understand.
Afterwards, the next night, Erica came over as promised with her husband. They both apologized to me. And afterwards, Erica gave me back my unopened shampoo, money for what she already used, and some more money for all the trouble she put me through. She also gave back some jewelry and other small things she had stolen. And it was decided that, number 1, Erica was never allowed to come to my home again. But our kids are close, so we'll pretend to be friends. And number 2, if she does this again, I will go to the police right away. Erica wore a wig until her hair grew back. And while she's distant towards me, she's still around. I told the other moms that my shampoo disappearing was all a misunderstanding, but I guess everybody kind of knew what was going on. And now everyone avoids Erica. It just goes to show that if you steal from people, karma's gonna get you. This incident made me realize I was too trusting. So, I decided to lock away all of valuables.
Winnie, where are you right now? Did you go out to buy that equipment Mr. Parker asked you to get earlier?
Hi, Nora. Yes, I did. I went out a couple of hours ago. I'm just on my way back to the office now, actually.
I see. Well, be a darling and pick me up some new lipstick on the way back, won't you? Wait, did I need some foundation too? I'm not sure. I was running low. Oh, yeah. I really like the look of the Channel perfume. They've been running adverts for on TV lately. Be an absolute sweetie and pick up a bottle, okay? Apparently, it's good for sleep. I've been reading all sorts of fascinating articles on sleep perfumes lately. Everyone's doing it.
Excuse me? Wait, can we just clear something up first? Are these company supplies? Surely we don't need any of this stuff for the office, do we?
What are you talking about? Of course we do. Haven't you heard? I'm going on a business trip to one of our branch offices tomorrow. Oh, dear sweetie, where have you been? It's the talk of the office. I need them to take with me. So be an absolute doll and go shopping with me, won't you? Thanks.
Listen, Nora. Something tells me I'm not going to be able to claim for any of this stuff on company expenses.
To be completely honest with you, there is a chance you won't. But there's a chance you will, so enough with the questions. Just buy them, okay? Once I'm back from my business trip, I'll fill out the form to claim the money back on expenses. Just get them for the time being, okay? We can iron all these minor details when I'm back.
No way! These aren't minor details. Just hold on a second. You're asking me to pay for something with my own money that there's a good chance you won't be able to get back on the company expenses, and I can't do that. In actual fact, we haven't gotten back a single cent from anything I bought you, ever! All of your expense claim applications get rejected. I wouldn't necessarily mind that if you actually paid me back yourself, but you don't, do you? You never do. My money may as well be disappearing into a black hole with you. Not only that, but the stuff you asked me to buy isn't exactly cheap, is it?
Take a chill pill, sweetie. My husband is the CEO, you know that. All I have to do is say the word, and he'll see to it that we get everything back on company dime. But hey, even if we don't, is it really that important? I don't see what the big deal is.
How can you not see what the big deal is about making me buy you all your makeup and accessories with my own money all the time? Are you for real right now? You will pay me back, won't you? Ever since I joined this company 5 years ago, I haven't seen a single cent of the money I spent on favors for you. Just this one time, honey, you say, I'll pay you back later, you say, and you never do.
Oh, Winnie, my dear, why do you have to be so petty? It's hardly like you're breaking the bank, is it? You should be grateful for the opportunity to show some gratitude for all the things I've done for you over the years.
That's not something that you force people to do. If I want to show you your gratitude, I'll do it on my own terms. And you've got some nerve to try and downplay the amount. It might not seem like much each time, but it adds up. You've been doing this for 5 years now, you know? You will give me all the money back, won't you? You do plan on doing what you promised, right?
You can be so annoying sometimes. Enough of this petulant whining. Just go and buy me the things I asked for. If you dare answer me back one more time, I'll have you fired. My husband is the CEO. The CEO! Do you hear me? Do you even understand who you're messing with here? You do not want to be in my bad books. I promise you that, little missy.
Oh my god, this is ridiculous.
If you understand the gravity of the situation, I suggest you buy me my things immediately. Off you go now, my subservient little lipstick slave. I have too much on my plate to be worrying about the likes of you right now. I have a business trip to prepare for after work. You do not want to make someone as important as me wait. Hurry up and get back to the office with my things ASAP.
You can rush me all you like. I'm not even anywhere near the store yet.
If you're not back at the office within the next 3 seconds, I'll triple today's workload as a punishment. 1, 2... Oh, what a shame. There goes the rest of your day.
What the heck? Are you a child? Wait, when you say triple my workload, you mean you're gonna palm your work off onto me, don't you? Why must you always act like this? There's always some made-up reason why I have to do your jobs. Why can't you just do your own work for a change instead of forcing it onto me? I do unpaid overtime every single day because of you. I heard you do it to other people on my days off too. You force your entire workload off onto some poor sap and go home before you're supposed to every single day. You're out of control, you tyrant! Please, just stop this. I'm begging you, seriously. You have no idea how stressed out I am because of how you treat me at work.
I'm a tyrant now, am I? How could you be so horrible? I've never spoken to you so cruelly in my life. Oh my, whatever did I do to deserve this? Can't you see I'm doing this for you, Winnie? I want to see you grow and develop as an employee. The only reason I test you more than the others is because I see hidden potential in you that I don't see in anyone else.
What?
Besides, you left college, 5 years ago now? You're well past the age of where you could beg for things to get your way. You're not in elementary school anymore, you know. Sometimes you just can't get your way, no matter how much you don't like it. That's just the world we live in, sweetie. And you'd do better to accept that sooner rather than later.
I have no idea what you're talking about. You have no idea how much I'm struggling with all this. The unpaid overtime, being forced to buy you things practically every week.
If you don't like it here, you're free to resign whenever you want. Oh, you're replaceable. There are a number of employees I could enslave instead of you. All it would take is one word from me to my husband, the CEO, and you'd be out of a job before the day was up. How does that sound? If you don't want to lose your job, I suggest you start obeying me and stop giving me back chat, young lady. You're my slave. Make sure you never forget that. Oh. You better not slack off while I'm away on my business trip either. I'll know if you do. I have eyes and ears everywhere at this company. Do your job properly, slave girl. Damn it, Winnie! Where the hell are you? You get your ass back to this office right now!
Oh, hi Nora. Welcome back. How did the business trip go?
Forget that. What the hell do you think you're playing at? It was you, wasn't it? You're the one who made a huge mess of my desk and locker. You took my personal belongings home with you, didn't you? Don't bother denying it. I know. You will pay dearly for this unless you get back to the office immediately and give me a good explanation for why my desk and locker are in such a sorry state. I'll tell my husband if you don't. I swear I'll do it.
I mean, you can ask me to come back to the office if you like, but it won't get you anywhere. I resigned yesterday.
Huh? Wait, say what now?
Said I left the company yesterday while you were away on your business trip.
You've resigned? Why would you do such a thing?
Do you remember who said, if you don't like it here, you're free to resign whenever you like? Oh yeah, I seem to remember it being you. You threatened to have me fired by tattletaling on me for a load of made-up nonsense to your husband if I didn't obey you. I had no intention of doing what you said, so I just left before you could have me fired. Ugh, I was so sick of your tyranny. I asked myself, is this job really worth it? And no matter which way I looked at it, the answer was no. I'm using up the rest of my paid holidays now, so I will never go back into the office again. Thanks for everything, Nora. It's been real memorable. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Oh, no, you don't. I will not excuse you. We are not finished here, young lady. You took my things from my desk and locker, didn't you? Give them back!
Wrong. Everything I took home from the office belonged to me. As for your desk and locker, the only things I took from them were the beauty and fashion accessories you forced me to buy with my own money, that you never paid me a cent back on. In short, my property. You see, I've been making a real long list over these last 5 years of all the items you had me buy you. I took everything I could home with me on the day of my resignation. You're not confused about anything here, are you? You do understand that any and all of the items I paid for are my property, don't you?
No, this isn't how this works. I'm the one who asked you to buy them. You bought them from me, and they're mine. Give them back, you low-life thief. One word from my husband about this, and you'll be in court for stealing company equipment.
That's where you're wrong. The only thief here is you. You stole everything because it was me who paid for it. You've got some nerve to claim any of it as your own. Do I look like a charity? I'm not exaggerating when I say you are the most selfish person I've ever met.
What are you talking about? Those things were in my desk. And my locker. How could they not be mine?
Because I was lending you them temporarily. Oh, I know borrowing your locker space like that for all this time was a little cheeky of me. I'm so terribly sorry. But oh well, no use crying over spilt milk, right? Now, if you'll excuse me.
No, you will wait, young lady. This is not a conversation you get to end when you feel like it. Quit trying to justify stealing from me with your far-fetched arguments and twisted logic. Stop making me repeat myself and just give me back the stuff you stole already. I'll have my husband take you to court if you don't.
How many times do I have to tell you that they were never yours to begin with? I mean, I guess I don't necessarily mind giving you them back. It's not like I have any use for any of this stuff. However, there is one teeny tiny little condition if I do give you it. I'll be sending you a bill for $10,758. That should just about cover all the money I've spent on you during these last 5 years of forced servitude.
What? $10,758? Why? Surely there's no way it costs that much. The stuff on my desk and locker can't have amounted to anything more than a single plastic bag.
Oh, dear, what are you talking about, Nora? Did I not just save the money for everything I spent on you during these last 5 years? That's how much money you forced me to spend since you became my boss.
What? Is it seriously that much? That can't be! There's just no way!
I was surprised too. But when you actually think about it, it's not that hard to believe. The makeup you forced me to buy, the dinners you forced me to accompany you on and pay for. When I got all my old records and receipts together, added it all up, and realized I'd hit the 10K mark, my eyeballs almost popped out of their sockets.
But still, $10,758?
Don't worry, I don't mind if you can't pay. That just means I get to keep everything I bought. Feel free to take me to court if you think you can win. You might want to consider that decision very carefully, though, because I have mountains of evidence for the unpaid debt you owe me.
Evidence? What evidence?
I have receipts for everything, not to mention our entire chat history, which includes your voice messages. Silly old me, actually believing you'd pay me back one day. Kept hold of receipts for every purchase, thinking I'd make it easier for you when you finally decided to pay me back. But you know what? Something tells me you have no intention of paying up, so I'm just gonna send you the bill now.
You'd really demand I pay for things from that long ago? Can't we just let bygones be bygones? This is ancient history, for crying out loud. You coward! You tyrant!
That's funny. It seems more to me like the one who palms off her work onto her subordinates and forces them to buy her fashion accessories, makeups, dinners, refuses to pay a single cent of it back, and uses her husband's position of authority at the company as a tool to treat people as her personal slaves, is the only cowardly tyrant here.
Whatever. There's still no way I can afford to pay $10,758. Not all on my own.
Don't worry, I have the perfect idea. Just ask your husband to pay for it. You seem to love bragging about your super powerful CEO husband so much that I'm surprised you didn't think of it yourself. Anyway, I'll be putting together the invoice and bringing it over to your place real soon, sweetie.
What? No! I can't ask my husband. I just can't. He'll get mad at me if he finds out I owe that much money.
I think you'll be lucky if it stops at him just getting angry. It'd be a shame if he decided to take more drastic measures, don't you think? Oh, yeah, all this talk of your husband reminds me. But for some reason, among the mountains of documents you forced me to complete at the office over the years, there were some photos of you.
Photos of me?
I think you might have mixed up some of your private photos with your work files. But you wouldn't believe what they were of. There were tons of photos of you with some young, muscle-bound hunk. Looked like you were in some kind of private swimming pool under the moonlit sky. Ah, so romantic. Looks like you had a blast, with you in your bikini, him in his shorts, with you and your hand on his huge, muscled chest.
Wait, no!
You know what the weirdest thing is? The date on the photos is the same day as you went on your business trip. And the photo location is listed as a hotel close to the company branch you visited. Weren't you supposed to be there for work? I wonder what you could have possibly been doing letting loose in the pool like that with Mr. Hunk. But the biggest question here is, what's your husband going to think? That young guy in the photos definitely doesn't look like the CEO. Oh no, it couldn't be. Are you two? What's wrong, Nora? Cat got your tongue?
No, wait. You've got this all wrong. Those photos had nothing to do with my work files or the business trip. I must have put them in there by mistake. Those are my private photos, and you have no right to them. Give them back at once.
Okay, if you insist. Here's what I'll do. When I come over and give you the invoice for the $10,758 you owe me, I'll hand the photos over to your husband.
Oh, please, you can't do that. Anything but that. Stop this at once.
Stop this at once? Is that an order? A request? I really can't tell. Here's the thing. You're not my boss anymore, so I don't think I have to listen to a word you say. If that was an order, I think you know where you can stick it.
It was a request. I'm begging you. Please, don't give my husband those photos. I'm seriously begging you here. If he sees them, he'll divorce me. If it's money you want, I'll pay anything. Please stop this.
Oh, so you're begging me, huh? Hey, Nora, do you remember that time I asked you to stop bullying me and treating me like your personal slave? What was that you said again? Go on, remind me.
I'm not sure I remember.
Well, you're way past the age where you can beg for things to get your way. You're not in elementary school anymore. Sometimes you just can't get your way, no matter how much you don't like it. That's just the world we live in, sweetie, and you do better to accept that sooner rather than later. I'll be dropping by your place tomorrow. See ya! The next day, as promised, I made my way to Nora's house with her fashion and makeup accessories and the invoice for the money she owed me. In one last desperate attempt, she tried to snatch the bag off of me while she thought I wasn't paying attention. But I didn't let my guard down for a second, and after eluding her sudden lunge with a well-timed dodge, handed over the evidence of Nora's reign of terror and the invoice to her husband. He was mortified, and after recovering from the shock of finding out what had been going on, he apologized profusely to me and promised to make his wife pay every last cent of what she owed. Next, after finding out about the affair and how his wife had been using his position at the company as a shield to abuse her subordinates, he demanded a divorce and a hefty sum in compensation. When news of all this reached the office, Nora's other victims finally felt emboldened enough to speak out about the campaign of abuse she'd subjected them to. After being taken to court, she received a disciplinary discharge from the company. In one devastating swoop, she lost her job, her savings, and even her home. She returned in hopeless desperation to her parents' house, a shadow of her former self. I wonder what she thought would happen. I immediately found work at another company after my resignation, and I'm currently working as hard as I can, surrounded by the greatest bunch of colleagues and boss I could ever hope for. It'd be great if I had a boyfriend too, but I guess I'll have to wait a little longer on that one.
Do you have a moment, James?
What is it, Emma?
You're cheating on me with Amy, aren't you?
Well, you see...
It's no use trying to hide it. I've already gathered the evidence. Actually, I even received a report from Amy herself saying, "Sorry, sis, I accidentally stole your boyfriend. I think it's time we break up."
Yeah, I think that's for the best. Emma's way hotter than you in the first place. Are you guys even related? You look nothing like her.
That's because Amy isn't actually my sister.
Seriously? That explains a lot, I guess.
Yep, that's why I'm leaving this town.
What, seriously? Why?
I have no obligation to tell you why. You're not even my boyfriend anymore.
Yeah, but just asking out of curiosity.
Ask Amy if you want to know about it that much. I doubt she'll tell you though.
What? Now I want to know even more.
Well, I guess this was good timing. I've no regrets leaving a place full of such awful people like this. I'm leaving right this weekend.
Where do you plan on going?
That's none of your business. Goodbye, Mr. Cheater.
Yo, Emma, it's me, James. How long has it been since we last talked? 5 years, right?
What the hell? I thought I blocked your account. Is this a new ID?
Yep. So, you get it?
Get what?
The invitation to me and Amy's wedding.
You don't even know my current address. Where did you even send it?
To the Gmail address you used to use.
What? I don't check that account anymore.
Seriously? That's where I sent the online invitation.
An online invitation?
Check it, now.
Do I really have to? Logging in takes so much time.
Just do it already, will you?
I wonder what the password was. Huh? There really was an invitation, I guess. I have notifications turned off, so I didn't really notice. Why have you been sending me emails every day for the past week?
It's because you don't reply to my emails. That's why I made a new Instagram account in the first place.
What? Just how desperate are you?
So, I'm taking it that you accept the invitation?
What? What made you think that I would go?
Why? It's your sister's wedding. Not being able to be happy for your own family is kind of, you know.
Kind of what?
Ah, so I see how it is. You're jealous of how hot your sister is. How she stole me from you, right?
I honestly don't care about Emma anymore. We haven't met even once in the 5 years since I left. And she's not even my real sister in the first place.
That reminds me. Where did you even go? I asked Amy and your foster parents, but all they say is that they have no idea and haven't heard anything.
Yeah, that's because I didn't tell them.
So you really didn't tell them, huh? You guys should make up at the wedding.
Make up?
Basically, you ran away from home, right? For 5 years? At first, you intended to come home after the dust had settled, but as time passed, it became harder and harder to do so. Fast forward, and here we are right now, right? What a child.
I never planned on eventually coming home when I left.
What?
I guess that might have to turn at some point on some sort of business, but I have zero intention on moving there again, or of meeting Emma or her parents.
Chill, no need to get angry. Isn't Amy your only sister? I know you'll be able to celebrate her wedding. I understand why you might not want to. Who cares if the groom is your ex-boyfriend?
Judging by your tone, I assume you haven't heard anything yet.
Heard what?
Nothing you need to know about. Anyways, I declined the online invitation.
What? Hold on a minute.
Also, I've told you so many times before, Emma isn't actually my real sister. She's no more than a stranger to me.
Why'd you decline?
I told you she's not my sister.
But I put so much effort trying to get you to make up with your sister. I know you two don't get along.
Did you seriously not hear a word of what I said?
What was that? Anyways, just come on the day of the wedding, okay?
No, I will not. Goodbye.
Emma? Why aren't you here? Where are you?
What?
The wedding's already started.
Oh, the wedding's today?
You'll make it to the reception, right? That reminds me. I heard some train was being delayed. Is that why you're late? Just get a taxi and come here quick. Or is it that you're stuck on the train?
I'm watching TV at home.
Huh? You're what?
I thought I already told you I wouldn't come.
But I told you to come, didn't I?
Stop giving me orders, will you? I don't need to listen to a word you say.
You're ruining the surprise I have planned. Just hurry up and come in 1 hour.
I'm afraid that's impossible.
Why?
The wedding's in Florida, right? There's no way for me to get there in less than 1 hour using any transportation method.
What?
There's also another problem I need to take care of.
What problem?
I got this ridiculous email from Amy, you see.
What? Amy?
Yep, I'll be going now. Bye.
Wait, hold on! The wedding ceremony was cancelled, and on top of that, I now have 20K in debt.
That's such a shame. You've got 20K of debt too?
What?
The wedding preparation costs 40K, so you and Amy were planning on using 20K each, right? Didn't you two laugh it off saying that much is nothing? I'm impressed considering how careless the two of you are with money. While looking for a way to get the money, you heard from somewhere that I'm now the CEO of a company, and here we are now, right?
Yeah. That sounds about right. A friend of mine you met before didn't know that we had broken up. He said something like, "Your girlfriend is incredible." That's how I found out.
I see, so that's how you got the information. And what do you want from me?
You see, I was planning with the wedding to get you to make up with the family you left years ago. So I was wondering if you could lend me the 20K. As thanks, you know?
Are you an idiot? Never mind, that question is years too late.
What?
Didn't I already tell you that those people are complete strangers to me? How many times have I told you that Emma's not actually my sister?
What? Seriously?
I lost both of my parents when I was 5 years old and was adopted by that family, but then Amy was born right after. I guess they preferred their actual child. I was treated worse than an animal growing up. Of course they had to do the bare minimum in order to save face, but that was only until high school. After that, I was told to return what I had been given, and was forced to get a job at a local company and give them half of my income. That's how I met you in the first place. You were an employee at some client company we were working with, right? But in the end, Amy stole you from me. That's when my adopted parents said that Amy is so unfortunate her boyfriend's ex is her own sister. So they told me to get out of town. And so I quit my job at that company, which I had been working at since I graduated high school and left.
What? This is completely new to me.
I don't know how much Amy and her parents told you, but I did tell you over and over that Amy wasn't actually my sister, right? Did you seriously ignore every word I said?
Wait, really?
Go through the chat history when you have time.
Yeah, but it's true that you're the CEO of a company right now, right?
I mean, I was interviewed by a local magazine and all, so it's not really a secret. So there's not really any point to hide it from you. Basically, as soon as I left town, I was able to reunite with my uncle who had been looking for me. Apparently, my skill set was in high demand at the company he owned. This and that happened, and before I knew it, I was hired as the new CEO of the company just 6 months ago.
So that means you have the money, right? Just lend me the 20K, will you? Come on. We used to go out, right? Right?
Why, is that you and Amy are so?
What? Amy?
Both of you are lining up begging for 20K knowing that I'm now a CEO?
Huh? Amy doesn't have the money?
Yep, she also started begging for money almost exactly at the same time as you.
Seriously?
Amy is just as careless with money as you, but for some reason decided to show off and spend 20K on the wedding while she was thinking about how she would get that money. She found an interview of me online, which was how she found out that I'm CEO now. She said something like, "You're the CEO of a company now, right? If you give me 20K as a wedding gift, we'll welcome you, a person with no real relatives, into the family again." She said this after I told you that I took on the company of my actual uncle. Would you believe it? You two are so alike.
That can't be right. Amy was always buying brand items. You're telling me she didn't actually have the money?
In the end, she even said that if you give me the 20K, I'll let you have James every once in a while.
What?
It was so idiotic that I wasn't even mad, just amused. I've been able to reunite with my actual uncle. I'm getting along with his daughter, meaning my cousin. She's more of a sister to me than Amy ever was. Also, I'm married now and have children. So the stuff about me not having any actual relatives just isn't true anymore, which is what I told Amy.
What? You're married?
Yep.
Jesus!
Thanks for the pity, but I'm afraid I'm quite content with the life I have now. I'm not giving you two a single penny.
What?
So that's my answer.
But I need the money!
Goodbye.
Wait! What about the 20K?
That's what you two get for showing off and spending 40K on a wedding, is what I thought. But it's not really any of my business, so whatever, I guess. With Amy, however, I pretended to not know anything and said I got a wedding invitation from James, so I declined. What was that? I don't know if it was my fault, but apparently, the two got into a huge fight and got divorced. The 20K of debt they both have is still there, though. Amy managed to pay it off by selling her house, but apparently, this caused the whole family to fall apart. As to James, apparently the debt was a bit of a problem for him due to social reasons. No one has been able to get in contact with him ever since he was taken away while crying by his intimidating old brother.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.